I had just moved to a rural agricultural area to start my own farm. I was young, ambitious, and armed with all the latest modern techniques. I planted a new hybrid corn that promised incredibly fast growth. Next to my plot was a field belonging to an old farmer who was doing things the way his family had for generations. He worked slowly, tilling the soil for weeks and planting his seeds with a quiet, methodical patience. I'd watch him from my porch and think with a bit of smugness, he's a nice old man. But his methods are outdated. My harvest will be bigger and faster. And at first, I was right. My corn shot up from the ground. Within weeks, the stalks were tall, green, and impressive. The old farmer's field, meanwhile, showed very little growth. I felt proud, convinced my modern efficiency was superior. Then, the storm came. It was a fierce tropical storm with violent winds and torrential rain that turned the fields into rivers. The next morning, I rushed outside, and my heart sank. My entire crop was destroyed. The tall, impressive stalks had been flattened, their shallow roots torn from the wet earth. It was a total loss. Devastated, I looked over at the old farmer's field, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Though battered by the wind, his crops were still standing. He saw the despair on my face and walked over. I asked him, my voice full of defeat, "How? How did your plant survive?" He looked at my ruined field, then at his own, and said with a gentle wisdom, "You were in a hurry to grow the leaves, so you forgot about the roots. For a plant to withstand the storm, it must first grow deep before it grows tall." I spent most of my time nurturing what was happening beneath the surface. The strength you can't see is always the most important part. I realized then that I had been chasing the appearance of success, while he had been building true, resilient strength. We live in a world that applauds fast growth and visible results. But lasting success in farming and in life isn't about how tall you grow, but how deeply you are rooted when the storms of life arrive.